Hey everybody, Paul here. Wanted to come out with this quick video, get ahead of some information that's coming out, starting to go viral. It's from a gentleman named BitPico. We'll get into him in a minute. It's about Bitcoin Cash and how they're pretty centralized, 49% of all nodes running on Alibaba's facilities. That's absolutely not the case. Even though Bitmain is a growing concern, my job here in the field is to get ahead of this kind of stuff and temper it with as much objectivity as possible. So let's go ahead and get into that. This is picked up by CCN and a couple other outlets. Saw it aggregated on CryptoPanic with some pretty heavy downvotes and laughing. People seem to be taking it at face value. This is all based on some examination from BitPico talking about how 98% of shown nodes are sitting in the same server rack. That would assume, well, what that means basically is Bitcoin Cash or Roger Ver or somebody is paying for some facilities, whether it's Amazon Web Service or Alibaba, to have these servers basically act as full nodes and process the entire network and that sort of thing. This would suggest that Bitcoin Cash is spending $1.2 million annually, and here's the tweet. It was actually replied to by Daniel Conley. You could check this out here. Here's the server rack list that we're talking about. You can see this is BitPico pointing that out. And Daniel Connolly is saying, hey, let me help you out. It turns out that he's sending the transaction incorrectly because he's not using the correct format for addresses. You're aware that BCH added fork ID as part of a replay protection for BTC, right? It was to prevent BTC transactions from being accidentally transmitted on the BCH network. See the spec for more info. So this is completely false. This is just BitPico failing as a programmer and somebody who's basically trying to prove something using misleading information. Why is this the case? Normally, you know, if you've checked out some of the other videos, you know I try to be as objective as possible with this sort of thing. Why is it that I can say without a benefit of the, or excuse me, why can I say without a shadow of a doubt, BitPico is a fraudulent, scammy, slimy kind of person? Well, it's because this isn't the first time this has happened. This is all the way back in November 2017. BitPico came out. It's a group or an individual, we don't know, saying that they were going to execute a hard fork on Bitcoin due to the SegWit2x issue. This all was surrounding the New York agreement and all that. Back before Bitcoin Cash, well, actually directly after Bitcoin Cash was forked off of Bitcoin Core or vice versa, whatever you want to spin it with. Point of the matter being, BitPico got his butt hurt about that and said, we are going to fork the network. We have 30% of the Bitcoin network, so get ready. It's strange because not only did they not sign the New York agreement, but BitPico also claimed in an email that they only held 1.72% of the global hash rate, which who even knows if that's correct. And they were in the process of adding another 3 to 4%, so the fact that they would have added 24% in 2 weeks is just asinine. So this person's a serial liar. No idea if they're just like a teenage kid or just some internet troll that's seeking to fulfill their narrative. But this isn't the only time they've taken credit for something that they either said they were going to do or something that happened that they just shoehorned themselves in. Here at the Toshi Times, you can see the Lightning Network was under attack, but it was a benevolent attack by BitPico. Again, there's no evidence whatsoever. I reported on this when it occurred. There's no evidence that BitPico did this, none whatsoever. They just simply said it, and it sort of spun itself into the narrative. And a lot of people, they don't do their own research. They just simply accept what these outlets say, which is why when somebody wants to pick up a story and talk about, oh, CCN, BitPico definitely is confirmed that 49% of all nodes run on Alibaba's facilities, it's not. It's just fake news from somebody who's clearly a serial liar for attention and is grossly incompetent, given they can't even back up what they state they're going to do to begin with. So with that said, I just wanted to do a little service for you guys, get ahead of some fake news. Like I said, Bitmain very well may be a problem. They may very well control Bitcoin Cash. I don't have that data. I don't have that information. But what information I do have suggests that this is fake news. BitPico is a fraudulent liar. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Much love. Talk to you guys next time.